Hi guys. So the other day I was on Instagram and I did a small poll to see what type of videos you guys would like to see. And there was a couple of people that reached out and said, I'd love to hear what your favorite products are. So today I'm going to take you from A to Z, from super glam to a natural look of all the different products I use to get there. And I hope you guys enjoy. So to start us off with products, I want to start with primer. I love these two primers. I have a bunch of different primers in my kit, but I tend to always go for one of these two. This is my Becca Backlighting Primer. I love this to give a nice radiant glow from underneath, so maybe I don't want to use a ton of highlighter on top, but this really helps give you a nice radiant youthful glow, even if you're using a matte foundation. This is my second favorite. So this is the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. This can really help you if you have some scarring or you have some texture to your skin. This can really help blur that out. This is also great for somebody with more of an oily skin type. It dries really quick, but it still helps you apply that product seamlessly and flawlessly. So, second thing we're going to talk about today is brows. When it comes to brows, I have two different kind of styles that I go for. I tend to go for my brow wiz first. You can draw on one end and you can kind of brush away with the rest. If you ever make a brush stroke that's too heavy-handed, or maybe there's one that's just off, you can go in with the brush and it kind of fades it away. Next, I'm going to talk about the Anastasia Dip Brow. So this comes in a bunch of different shades, and for more of a sculpted, photographed look, I tend to go for this because it gives you a nice full coverage. If you're someone that doesn't have a lot of brow hair, or maybe you're looking to really build up that shape, this really helps you. And then this is the Anastasia number 12 brush. Most of their eyebrow brushes have kind of a spoolie on one end and then a sharper angled brush on the other. This one I find actually helps break down the product and really just apply it where I'm using the brush instead of other angle brushes that can kind of fan out once it hits the skin. Next, I want to talk about eyeshadow. So for me, there was a long time where I kept on buying palettes and palettes and palettes and palettes, and I kept finding that I was just using the matte shades and the sparkles just sat there in their full pans, and then I'd hit pan on all my matte shades, especially my matte browns. And I've stopped just buying palettes to buy palettes. What I ended up doing this winter, I went and bought all the matte shades from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and they give you these fun little pans that you can put the product into. There are a couple of other singles from Kylie Cosmetics that I've mixed in here, and I do have some other palettes that I made from all the matte shades, but these are my basics. This is my light palette, and everything from shell colors to your beginning transition shades, all of these are their matte finish. So these are my medium browns. So I have some cooler browns in here, some warmer browns, but I really found that all of their shades blend so well. They're so easy to use. So I really find that these are true to color on the skin and they really work well. Let's go into some liner. This is my Inglot black liner, and then I also purchased this in brown as well. And I have to say, I love them. I was pretty loyal to the Chanel Hyper Black gel liner, but I wanted something that, one, was a little bit more affordable, and I wanted something that I could buy in multiple different shades. The best part about these is that they dry true to color, and this black is pitch black. Let's talk about mascara. My Diorshows are my go-tos, and I have one in brown and one in black. I find that I use a black mascara on top, a brown on the bottom, and sometimes I'll mix it up. The combs of this brush really help you get into your lash without it getting clumpy, and you get a lot of length and a lot of color deposit right onto your lash without it looking really intense. I want to quickly just talk about lashes. I find that I don't even go for a strip lash anymore. Singles allow you to apply mascara first. You can pop some where there's the void in the lash, or you can put a full set of the singles on, kind of build it up like a strip lash, but you're creating your own custom mix. So you can start smaller, end bigger, or put a full larger set on, and you have the control. And I absolutely love that you're not worried about the strip peeling up. If you lose one, you're only losing one, you're not losing the whole set. I want to go into foundation for a little bit. I have a couple of different options just because foundation is so personal to your own skin type or what you're trying to do or what type of look you're trying to create. I'm going to go into my tried and true, one of my favorites. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. It's user friendly. You can use a brush, you can use your hands, blend it out with a beauty blender. You can really do a lot. For a day-to-day foundation, I love my CC cream. So this is a product from Chanel. I used it in one of our videos, and Kate has a little bit of discoloration and some redness, and this covers that with ease. It's really cool to use if you want to use this with another product. So I love using it with like kind of a cream highlighter or something like that for a really dewy, glowy look. For all my friends that love a matte foundation, I kind of fell in love with the Fenty foundation when it first launched, and I really love that this comes in a ton of different shades. The only downfall is, one, it is super matte. Like as matte comes, this is the foundation. It also oxidizes 4 shades darker than when you put it on, so if you are looking to buy this, really go into the store once they reopen and try it on your hand, walk around, see if it's still a match to you. I love that Sephora in the Sephora app allows you to pick a different foundation that you own and it matches for you. That can be a little bit more of a tried and true way of figuring out what foundation matches best. So kind of branching off from foundation, I want to talk about some concealers. My go-to on the face is the Radiant Creamy Concealer from Nars, and I have this in like 12 different shades and I mix them all together and kind of create the perfect look. I find that this is so easy to use, but I never go into the face and just apply it on. I always apply it on my hand to let it warm up a little bit and then apply it either with a brush, my fingertip, and then blend out with the Beauty Blender once again. Other than that, my go-tos, and I still stand by these. So this is the Touché Éclat High Cover Concealer, and this has a little bit more of a thinner presence on the skin, so you're actually not even using a brush for this. You're either using the brush itself, blending out with your fingers, or a beauty blender, and then you set it. And I've actually helped so many people with finding a concealer. Even people that hate makeup end up loving this because it's so easy to use and because it blends so well into the skin. I can't stress it enough. Setting your makeup can help not only with the longevity of the wear, but it kind of helps give you a flawless finish. So my favorites are the Mercier setting powder, and I use this everywhere. I put a little bit of concealer on the eye before I start any eye look and then set it with this and then start going into my shadows. I also love using this under the eyes after my concealer. And once I'm ready and I'm done with all my creams, you can even dust this on the rest of the face. If you're somebody that your foundation starts to get patchy or maybe you're super oily, this is a really great option for that. If you're looking for a little bit more coverage, and that's why you're using a setting powder, is really to kind of give you that highlighted baked effect. So I stopped using the Laura to bake. I put a thin layer underneath, and then I love to layer the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation. And this comes in a ton of shades. A lot of people that I've worked on that end up buying this will find that they can dust their face with it and it kind of blurs out any imperfections. What I really like about this is once it's on, it stays in place, it doesn't crease, it really helps with oil absorption, but it's not gonna hurt anybody with a dry skin because I'm just layering it on top. I'm not just using this alone. So now the fun part, where I would kind of go from there is blush. For my go-to blushes, which everybody has seen in the videos so far, is that I love Patrick Ta, She's Passionate, and MAC Blush Baby. So MAC Blush Baby is a little bit more neutral. It's really great if you don't like a loud blush. I love this, the way it merges with bronzer. It really helps give a nice gradient fade into the highlight, and I love, love, love the fact that it's not sparkly. This is another matte blush. This is called She's Passionate from Patrick Ta. What I love about this is you can use it on all different skin types. I love that this shade looks so good on anybody from fair to deep. Now for bronzers. I have 3 different bronzers that I go to all the time. I'm one of those people that one product is never enough. So this is my Marc Jacobs Tantric Bronzer. Something about this is just perfect for any bridal look, anybody that's looking for that very like airbrushed flawless bronzer, not as much of like a contoured shape or anything like to sculpt. This is my go-to for just an all over quick bronze. It's awesome, it's great in the crease, it's great on the cheek, it's really great everywhere, even if you're looking to bronze your neck with it to kind of help merge your foundation to your body. This is an awesome powder. Next, I want to go into my splurge. This is my Tom Ford Terra Bronzer. So this is a little bit more expensive. It's definitely a splurge. But what I love about this is this helps me sculpt underneath the cheek, even chisel the nose. I love this actually in the crease of the eye as well. It's a little bit more, but it's the perfect shade for so many people, and it helps me, especially using in tandem with this. It kind of picks up where the other one left off. And then another product that isn't exactly the same, but another one I use to sculpt. This is Anastasia in Rosewood. I find that I use Rosewood and Tawny the most from Anastasia. These are matte bronzers. Again, all of these are matte. I don't love something with a really high shimmer. I like to save that for my highlighter so I can kind of control the placement. Now I want to go into some highlighters. I'm going to start with the Most Glam. These are super pigmented. I do not like highlighters that kind of leave you with that frosty, like glitter glazed donut look. I want it to really merge with the skin and really look natural. These three tones seem very intense in the pan, but on the skin, they're gorgeous. So this one's more like a bronzy tone, this is pink, and then the middle's like a true gold. And I love this from fair to deep deep. Next is one of my favorites, and this is a Nars highlighter that actually doesn't really have a glitter at all in it, but for a super matte foundation or after you've powdered and you're just looking to bring your skin back to life, this does such a good job at that. This is Fort de France, and I find this champagne-y kind of color merges really well with the skin. I don't tend to go towards an icy, shimmery silver look. I always tend to try to find something that's close to a champagne color that's close to your skin. I love using these two together, so the CC cream that we talked about before, and then I love using this liquid glow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in Peach Fuzz. This comes in a bunch of different colors. I actually own a bunch of different shades, but I tend to come back to this guy. Even a couple drops in your moisturizer or a couple drops in your body lotion can really help give you a super great glow, and it's not sticky, it doesn't cake up. It's really awesome to try a liquid glow. Even on top of all your powder, merge it between your hands or dab in on your hand with a beauty blender and kind of just press where you like the liquid glow. And what's awesome about this is it doesn't move. So once it's on, it lasts. It really helps you with an all-day glow. Even a drop of this in your foundation, even if it's a super matte foundation, it works really well to give you more of a luminous look. Now I'm gonna go into lip. So I'm gonna start with my favorite liners, and they're actually both from Charlotte Tilbury. So this is the Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. So this is the perfect pink for most people's lip. So you can kind of cheat and make your lip look a little bit bigger. This can really help just give a little bit of a pop onto your lip before applying your lipstick. I love this. This is Iconic Nude. This I've bought over and over. I tend to use it so much lately with a more of a pinker interior color. It's more of a nude brown. This can give you such a full looking lip. I love to shade this on the outside and then use a little bit lighter of a cream or a lipstick or a gloss on the inside, and it really helps give you a great shape and it really helps define the lip. For lipsticks, I have two completely different scales. So I love the Kylie by Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick. It's matte. It pairs so well with Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the perfect combo for a natural but still lipstick wearing lip. For somebody that's looking to kind of merge into the world of lipstick if you're not really used to it, this is a great combo. It's super natural looking and it lasts all day. Now for a lipstick, I'm going to go into Casablanca. This is Tom Ford. It is the perfect night out lip, or even if you're looking for just something to give your lip a little bit of color, but you still want to stay in that nude family. This is a kind of cooler berry. I love this on everyone. Now for gloss, I can use this 365 days a year on almost everybody. It's great on top of the lip I just talked about. It's great on top of Casablanca. It's great on top of anything. Even just pairing with either the Pillow Talk liner or the Iconic Nude liner, lining the entire lip and throwing this gloss on top. This is Melted Honey by Chanel. This does have that gloss texture, so it's gonna be a little bit more sappy. You're gonna feel it on the lip, but it is gorgeous. It's a cooler gold champagne glow. They've had a couple of different glosses that are similar to this. I love this. I've bought this 1,000 times. This is also great on top of any matte lipstick that you're looking to give a little bit of a pop. Try adding a little bit of a gold gloss on top. And to finish your look, I have two of these sprays with me. The MAC Fix Plus spray and the Urban Decay All Nighter spray I use throughout the entire makeup process. So in the beginning, I like to spritz a couple of spritz of the MAC Fix Plus on, or the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. I don't wait till the end of my look to spray my whole face down with my setting spray. I like to kind of do it as the products build up. So MAC Fix Plus spray is a godsend when it comes to using powdered products. So if you're using a lot of powdered products on your skin already, try adding this into the mix. It helps merge all of that product right into your skin, and it gives you a really flawless finish. This is also great if you're touching up midday and you just spritz down and then you apply your product. It gives you a nice fresh canvas. So now that you've heard all 110 products that I use on someone's face, I hope that you can pick out a couple that work for you and really add 1 or 2 things in. You'll see such a huge difference in your own makeup. All of these items are super user-friendly. There isn't an item here that I would be like, be careful with that. Everything is so easy to use. I kept everything on a really neutral palette, and it's all about finding the concoction and cocktail that works for your skin. I used to say that all the time when I used to actually sell makeup, is find the cocktail that works for you. If you're using all Chanel, that's awesome, or you're using all Nars or all everything. Nars everything might not be what's best for your skin. Or even something like, try a drugstore mascara before you're buying another expensive mascara. Maybe you're missing out on something that's super cheap. I love all different products. I can say that I've tried a ton of stuff, especially through buy and fail, or even just trying stuff on in stores. It took me trying and failing to get there. So try a couple products, add them into your daily routine. So like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think. I'd love to hear all the different feedback that you guys have of what products work best for you, or maybe once you get the chance to try one of these, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are and what you end up using. Thanks, guys.